حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده تبارك وتعالى ونصلي على جميع أنبيائه ورسله ونستفتح بالذي هو خير. سبحانك ربنا لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا. نعوذ بك اللهم من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له. ونشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله وصفيه وخليله وخيرته من خلقه. بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة. تركنا على المحجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن استنى بسنته ودعا بدعوته إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله تعالى. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. As we can tell and see that the new Islamic year has started 5 days ago. This year is 1435, since the word La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sparked the light in Mecca. And we are here a witness and a fruit of that word that was declared 1435 years ago. And that is a good reason to speak about it. It's going to take long sessions, and we plan, inshallah ta'ala, to talk within this month all about the Hijrah. The second one also, that last week, or this week actually, as we can tell the brother sitting in the back, missing one. Every Friday, there are some brothers sit on those chairs in the back. This Friday, we are missing one. And that's brother Ahmad Bayruni, who just passed away this week and was buried. by heart attack. And now all of you know heart attack is something take you suddenly. If you get sick and you come to feel, realize, understand you are in a process of death, you get the chance to make your will and say goodbye to the loved ones. But sudden death deprives you from these two important things. And that's why Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to say, I seek refuge in you from sudden death. He was active, good Muslims, as long as the Muslims exist in Wichita. He was young, not that old, very active, always carries something to identify his pride in Islam, either on his hat or cap or on his shirt or on his car, all the time. And he was deep in his understanding of Islam. Have written many papers I've read. I tell you the truth, has deep understanding. He is to me a philosopher. Has kids and wife. But dear brothers and sisters, Islam, we took him this week to the cemetery and we buried him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept him in Jannah, forgive his sin, accept his good deed, and also may Allah grant his family, relatives, friends a strength in Iman to endure. And may Allah bring to us consciousness of this reality, that this is the end of every one of us. And so that is by itself another major subject to talk about, which is time flies. Well, what does it mean, time flies? It's someone else, it's you. Every tick, every second, every minute, every hour, every week, we are coming to that end. Where, dear brothers and sisters in Islam, wealth, power, might, children will do no good unless they are based on Iman. يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم. Wealth and children will help if they are based on Iman. Pure, clean, full of Iman heart. The third issue is next Thursday is going to be the 10th of Muhammad. And we know the significance of this date. Since Pharaoh, where he oppressed, suppressed, used might, aggression to uproot, eliminate Iman and Mu'min and Muslims. At that time, this is the day where Allah has taken him drowning and has lost his arrogancy, his illusion that he is the high Lord of his people. Was unable. His army, most of it drowned with him. His kingdom lived for someone else. And he has absolutely no power, no might, no means to do anything for himself. And that's why in Islamic traditions that we need to fast that day, expressing our gratitude to Allah who has taken this tyrant and will take everyone after her, with no doubt. So dear brothers and sisters Islam, if we start with the Hijrah started again with tyranny, oppression, aggression, and evil planning. These are the reasons why Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam and his companions have to leave the dearest and the most loved place to them, Mecca. And stated in many places in the Quran, just like this verse in Surah Al-Anfal, وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. The verse said, وَإِذْ يَمْكُرُ بِكَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. And this is always, وَإِذْ يَمْكُرُ بِهِ بِكَ too. All the time. That's what they are doing. Planning evil plan. وَإِذْ يَمْكُرُ بِكَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لِيُثْبِتُوكَ أَوْ يَقْتُلُوكَ أَوْ يُخْرِجُوكَ وَيَمْكُرُونَ وَيَمْكُرُ اللَّهُ وَاللَّهُ خَيْرُ الْمَاكِرِينَ. After 10 years of persecution, oppression, torture, even distortion, killing the Muslims, the weak group of Islam in Mecca, after that, they come to this evil plan as Allah said. Only 3 options. All other options, compromise, dialogue, open discussion, understanding, tolerance, all are gone. Now left only 3. On the table only 3. In front of this tyrant, Quraysh. 1, وَإِذْ يَمْكُرُ بِكَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لِيُثْبِتُوكَ. Prison for life plus 1,000 years. Just like they do it here. In prison for whole life plus 1,000 years in the grave. يُثْبِتُوكَ, put him in prison forever until die. Second, أَوْ يَقْتُلُوكَ, kill you. And the third one, يُخْرِجُوكَ, expel him. And dear brothers and sisters Islam, they have come to eliminate 2 options, and by consensus, all agreed upon that the only option is to kill him, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. That is when, dear brothers and sisters Islam, it appears to their mind, their thinking, that killing the Prophet is going to solve the problem. They have a problem. The solution to kill this man, who, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, has come only to empower them, to enlighten them, to guide them, to advise them, to teach them, to enforce their position, to renew their religion, to grant them more authority in all aspects. Still they see that as a problem, serious problem. Now it is not any problem, a serious problem, and the only solution is to kill him, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And dear brothers and sisters Islam, you know the story. Once the decision been made, plan to execute the decision been taken right away. Steps. And number 1, because they want everybody to participate in it, as all of you know, they have gathered 40 young men, well-trained, armed, their job to participate, all of them, so they don't create a rift and rivalry and war among the tribes. All to participate in killing one person, has not even a single guard, nor have an arm. Absolutely nothing. Has iman, has promise from Allah, has trust in Allah, has confidence in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So So dear brothers and sisters, Islam, it was not enough. The oppression, persecution, killing, distortion of Muslims, expelling some of them, was not enough for them to feel safe. And that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, has only sent Jibril alayhi salatu wasalam to inform Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam with the decision and the plan. That's the verse was taken by Jibril to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. وَإِذْ يَمْكُرُ بِكَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لِيُثْبِتُوكَ أَوْ يَقْتُلُوكَ أَوْ يُخْرِجُوكَ وَيَمْكُرُ اللَّهُ وَاللَّهُ خَيْرُ الْمَاكِرِينَ. Allah has better plan to replace all their plan. Better for them and for him sallallahu alayhi wasallam. That was happened to Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. A believer man came from far away from the city, tell Ya Musa, إِنَّ الْمَلَأَ يَأْتَمِرُونَ بِكَ لِيَقْتُلُوكَ فَاخْرُجْ إِنِّي لَكَ مِنَ النَّاصِحِينَ. Musa, the people of authority are meeting there, planning to kill you. I advise you to run out right now. Get out of the place. فخرج منها خائفا يترقب. He left Egypt full of fear and conscious and comprehensive. What is gonna يترقب? They might come from here or there. They might be ahead of him. He has no much to say. خائفا يترقب. Though that is not the case for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, as we know, has made the plan. Dear brothers and sisters, Islam, this plan is supposed to be a blueprint for us. Has made a very precise plan. When and how and who. When and how and who and what. All in detail. So we move as people around him sallallahu alayhi wasallam, like Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala anhu wa ardah, was ahead of Quraysh, even ahead of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, has been preparing for this, anticipating. He never was told. He doesn't know even he will be going or not. But his iman, anticipation, reading the present to implicate what you do in the future, he already pre-prepared. Has two rides, has some guides, has a map, has route been drawn, supply to be provided. All the detail of man was there. So dear brothers and sisters, Islam, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the minute he received this wire from Allah by Jibril in the middle of the day, hot summer, he left his house and he has to cover his face because it was during a sandstorm. You cannot even see in front of you. And he went to Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr looking from the window, he said, this man looks like Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He never come to visit me or goes out in this kind of weather. Must be serious matter is there. And so basically he received him and he told him sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah has permitted me to migrate to Medina. Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said, As-suhbata ya Rasulallah. Will you permit me to be your company? Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam smiled and he was happy to hear someone that in this difficult time, death is waiting him in the roads of Mecca. He doesn't have a guard nor an arm, nothing. And he has to go through those mountains and places that he doesn't know much. So his face was shining, smiled. Happiness that there are some believers who are up to the task and ahead. So the Prophet ﷺ said, As-suhbata ya Abu Bakr. I'll be my happiness and honor to have you with me. Abu Bakr explained the detail of his plan, and we don't know to go to this. So dear brothers and sisters Islam, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam utilizes all resources to make this difficult task success. And he put Ali ibn Abi Talib radiyallahu ta'ala anhu to sleep in his place and to deliver the trust for the people. Next day, and took Abu Bakr and went to the south. All of these dear brothers and sisters Islam, basically Rasulullah, the brothers who just came from Hajj, and I forget to welcome them, and they have just came this week, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept their Hajj, to forgive all their sin, and to make them a strong mu'min, and to give us our share of blessings and the dua that they have achieved. Said one of them, I attempted to go to Ghar Thawr or Ghar Hira. He said, it's going to take you 2 hours to go. And I can't climb. And he's a young man. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was over 50, but he was able, with the help of Abu Bakr, to climb and get into that cave and hide. Dear brothers and sisters Islam, here is a warning, a threat from Allah to all mankind, including Quraysh, including the believers at that time, at this time. A threat. Said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, إِلَّا تَنْصُرُوهُ فَقَدْ نَصَرَهُ اللَّهُ إِذْ أَخْرَجَهُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا ثاني اثنين إذ هما في الغار إذ يقول لصاحبه لا تحزن إن الله معنا فأنزل الله سكينته عليه وأيده بجنود لم تروها وجعل كلمة الذين كفروا السفلى وكلمة الله هي العليا والله عزيز حكيم. You listen to this verse. The one who is fearful is Abu Bakr. And the one who is full of confidence and trust, tranquility, is Rasulullah. But who is sought? Who is after? They are not after Abu Bakr. They are after Mohammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But the one that was not part of the plan. They were not planning to kill Abu Bakr. He's the one who was fearful. The one is sought, determined to be captured and killed, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. This is the most difficult moment. With Iman, trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is comforting the one who is supposed to be free of fear. إِذْ يَقُولُ لِصَاحِبِهِ لَا تَحْزَنْ. So dear brothers and sisters Islam, this verse is a threat saying, إِلَّا تَنْصُرُوا. If you do not support him and protect him, Allah is in no need to you. Will use support, protection, God that you don't even see. وَأَيَّدَهُ بِجُنُودٍ لَمْ تَرَوْهَا. Have sent soldiers to support him, protect him that you don't see. Now, dear brothers and sisters Islam, any cause today, Islamic cause, this verse is applicable. Either you support the oppressed one, the depressed one, the displaced one, the jailed one, the one that is aggression committed against, to support the truth, the belief, the Iman, the Quran, Muslim, Islam, or Allah is in no need to you. You are going to follow suit the style of Quraysh, where they have lost the power, the fame, the dignity, the authority, and became a prisoner of war at the time of conquest of Mecca, where they came with their head down, bowing, feeling the guilt, expecting the worst, and they know how much guilt, that crime they have committed. they have lost it. They could have been among السابقون الأولون من المهاجرين والأنصار. If they have chosen, they could have been among those who Allah pleased with them and they are pleased with Allah. The pioneer who championed this endeavor and paid the sacrifice to make it succeed. So dear brothers and sisters Islam, we need to think of this today. And we need to ask the question, what is our priorities? Which bond really tying us stronger? Job, money, family, power, might, health, or iman? Which one? And especially here, as you know, dear brothers, they are just don't get along. These are not in harmony. They are opposing to one another. If somebody blame you, ask you, you're going to say, I'm busy. I have to provide food. And that is true. But what happened to Iman? If providing food and living is on the expense of your Iman and Deen and your family and your children, which way are you going to go? It's your choice. If providing honorable living is taking your time from your children, from your deen, from your masjid, from your Quran, you need to think which way you are going to choose. And you take this serious. Because it is a road split. Which way you going to go? Either you follow Quraysh or you follow Muhajirin and Ansar and Abu Bakr. And Allah said in Surah At-Tawbah, قُلْ إن كان آباؤكم وأبناؤكم وأزواجكم وعشيرتكم وأموال اقترفتموها وتجارة تخشون كسادها ومساكن ترضونها أحب إليكم من الله ورسوله وجهاد في سبيله فتربصوا حتى يأتي الله بأمره والله لا يهدي القوم الفاسقين. If children, parents, family, relatives, friends, dear ones, money, houses, living, business, whatever it is Allah has mentioned, if these are stronger and loved and dearer to you than Allah and His Messenger and striving in His cause, He said, just wait for the verdict to come from Allah. But it is sure you have lost the help and the support of Allah to guide you. And we are here, dear brothers and sisters. Islam, Allah has really protected us. As we know, many problems within the last 10 years come against Muslims in this country and the West side and the Muslims. Many things were just a storm after another against Muslims. But as we tell today, we are being saved from every one of them. We are not hurt by any of them. Our curve is up all the time. Muslims, the number increases, activity bigger, centers is bigger, schools is greater. Our curve in the West is always up, though the storms were worse than typhoons. Allah has saved us, but we get to decide time to make this priority clear. Otherwise, that's what Allah. من يرتد منكم عن دينه فسوف يأتي الله بقوم يحبهم ويحبونه أذلة على المؤمنين أعزة على الكافرين يجاهدون في سبيل الله لا يخافون لومة لائم ذلك فضل الله يؤتيه من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله لي. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله وصحبه ومن والاه. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, We'll pick up 2 points and then we'll continue next week on Friday and Saturday talking about this. Number 1, before this hijrah to Medina, there was hijrah to Habasha. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam was feeling the responsibility to protect and comfort his followers. And so he told them, and you need to just note how he came up to permit them to flee Mecca. No, this is a strategic thinking of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where options unlimited in front of him. He could have told them to go anywhere. The whole world was open options for him sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But he has selected Al-Habasha, Abyssinia, for the following reasons. Number 1, there was justice. And this is basically why we are here, because there is justice. Kind of justice. Second, there is no authority to Quraysh. Third, they are not idol worshippers. They are not mushrik like Quraysh. You can tell, dear brothers, Burma, you hear every day about Burma. Those idol worshippers turn worse than Christians and Jews. You can tell in Burma, day and night, burn houses, masjid, slaughter Muslims with no mercy. Up to date we see it. Just like flies. They hated them. They want to uproot them from all these Buddhist countries. Not just Burma. So, Abyssinia or Ethiopia was, Eritrea, Ethiopia, all of it together, were Christians. And there are some commonality among them, and also the moral code is almost same. Now number 4, which is the most important than all of these. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has a vision, perception to the future. In the future, okay, if we get no chance in Mecca, and we get Medina lost to Quraysh, right? Quraysh attacked Medina after Hijrah in the Battle of Badr, Battle of Uhud, Battle of Al-Ahzab, to take it over militarily. Now, plan P, the Prophet will, if Medina fell in the hand of Quraysh, to join the Muslims in Abyssinia. And that's why he didn't tell them to come to Medina, though he migrated to Medina. But the situation is not stable. Until after the battle of the Trench al-Ahzab, he sent them time to come and join us in Medina. So, do you have a plan B? That's one. Second, we'll elaborate some other time. When Muslims came together during the Khilafah of Umar ibn al-Khattab to select an Islamic calendar to be unique. And we know there are many great events in Islam. The birth of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And there are some Muslims today, they make it a big deal. Or the revelation received to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Al-Bi'tha or Al-Milad. But they rejected those suggestions. Why? Because these represent things happen and no contribution from man. Allah has made this. Man did not contribute anything in it. So they don't want that. Then somebody suggested, no, why we don't take the Battle of Badr, where Allah called Al-Furqan, and Muslims were able to gain victory from weakness. Or the Battle of the Trench, or the conquest of Mecca. Those options rejected among all Sahaba. And they said, this will represent and reflect ego, pride of something we did, victorious. And always will reflect somebody was defeated, humiliated, captured as a prisoner of war, and somebody was a winner. And Islam is not to build arrogance, to build bitterness, to build anger, revenge. As some Muslims today, they base their movements on inciting hatred towards certain group of Muslims. Bitterness, anger, revenge. Islam is not that. And those who face that difficulties, they will always remember. You are going to remember that you are victorious, and I will remember my ancestors were the defeated one, were the captured one, were the cursed one. They refused this. And they selected the hijrah, where it is forward, positive. Look for the good for all sides, for everybody. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً. Not full of hatred, rage, and revenge. Division, superiority, ego, for myself, not. وَيُؤْثِرُونَ عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصَةٌ. You see the nations today, they mark, they celebrate, they commemorate what makes them proud of it. When someone was humiliated, someone was cursed, someone was lost. That is what you keep in this culture transpassing from one generation to the others. Hijrah, it doesn't mean anything. Means Islam for the good of all mankind, for the good of Quraysh, for the good of Muhajirin, for the good of Ansar, for the good of all people, even mankind, because from there Islam reached everywhere and we are part of that. So the question, what you do in these two regards? Something you are proud of because Allah made, and we keep talking about the past. Well, what did He do? الذين هاجروا من بعد ما ظلموا لنبوئنهم في الدنيا حسنة ولأجر الآخرة أكبر لو كانوا يعلمون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said also, والذين اتبعوهم بإحسان رضي الله عنهم ورضوا عنه السابقون الأولون من المهاجرين والأنصار رضي الله عنهم ورضوا عنه. And then add to it, وَالَّذِينَ اتَّبَعُوهُمْ بِإِحْسَانٍ. If the door is open for you to be like the Sabiqun, Muhajirin and Ansar, like the first pioneer of Islam, Allah will be pleased with you if you follow them بِإِحْسَانٍ, to the best of your ability. Follow them. Follow them, dear brothers and sisters Islam. Sacrifice your land, your home, your leisure, your extra things for the sake of Islam. Follow them. Sacrifice. Come around. Centered around Quran and Iman. Allah said, if you follow them the way they did it, to your best, you will be granted the forgiveness and the pleasures of Allah as they did. وَالَّذِينَ اتَّبَعُوهُمْ بِإِحْسَانٍ is an open invitation to every one of us to follow them bi-ihsan. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept from us, to enable us to follow them bi-ihsan, to forgive us, to show us the right and enable us to follow it and hold to it. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant health for all those who are sick among us, in the hospitals and everywhere. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant victory to those who are fighting in His cause, and those who are fighting to relieve oppression, and those who are asking and fighting for justice all over the world. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us a source of guidance and to guide us, to purify us externally, internally, to make us sincere, to accept from us, to shelter, protect us all the way. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. وأقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة، حي على الفلاح، قد قامت الصلاة، قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر.